Alrighty, so hopefully this is better now. I set it down to slow. This should be fine for my CPU. It's only at 60% usage to 70% usage right now. So this shouldn't cause lags, in theory. Let me run around a little bit. See if I get overloaded CPU usage. It's still 100% apparently. Especially when I'm walking. But so far it looks fine. You have to tell me how it goes. See anything? This should be a fine quality now. And my GPU should be fine as well. Yeah, the GPU and the CPU are at a peak right now, about 80% usage while streaming, so this is fine. Yeah, this should be all fine now. My CPU has to choke quite a bit, but it's a high-end CPU. It should be able to handle all of that. So I can close this, I can close that. The quality is fine as well. Should be better than yesterday at least. Alright, now welcome back to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Last time we fought a couple of Earth Elementals. It took me like an hour each, half an hour each, but we finally finished it. This is probably the last side quest I'm gonna do for now. Because the other ones are just way too high level or in other areas where I don't really want to go. Yeah, that's another area. That's the supervisor. That's a Novicore, I believe. But let's do this last side quest here with level 25. We're only level 16, right? I'm the main quest is at level 7 or something like that. And level 10 at least. We're not too high of a level, but we're still a lot higher than we should be, to be honest. We're not going to do Skellige because it's level 30 plus. So this is the last side quest we're going to do. I also need to go to an armorer to recover all of my stuff.
Don't touch me.
If you notice any lags or anything, please tell me, because I don't know how the quality really is, but should be fine. Should be. My CPU should be barely able to handle all of that, right? We want to go down to Hattori and repair our stuff.
Now you.
I think the quality should be a lot better than it was yesterday right now. I don't have dropped frames and should only be a CPU usage of 50% via the OBS. Don't get any warnings yet, so everything should work out. It should be working out. I'm not sure 100%, but I believe it should be working out. Got something to loot here. Take that. What's he is an herbalist? This guy, okay. We already talked to him a lot. Let's go to Hattori. He'll be around here, right? Yeah. Hello, Hattori.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Listen, would you craft something for me?
Alright, sharp. Cleaver hood, I can sell you that. No need for that. The horse blinders I can sell, yeah. Otherwise, we can sell 3 of those. I try to keep everything to about 50. 2 of them. Otherwise, we have all of that. Okay, let's repair our stuff. Repair the equipped items. We had a long fight against an elemental, so that took a while. And we're gonna meditate till morning. And hence a weapon there.
You look familiar.
I think I'm always going to use a werewolf decoction now, just so I can run him indefinitely while I'm outside of battle. Contract Lord of the Wood. Let's talk to Breen Hodge. Lord of the Wood makes me think of a lesson.
As long as the death don't make me sick.
Hey, you!
Help!
Yes,
Save me!
You got
I'm
water.
dying! Poverty. Oh, it's hard to light a pyre in this weather.
Okay, you have to Hyrax Square. It's apparently a new marker. Okay. Like the sun there. Pretty bright. Hopefully I don't have drop frames. We'll see after the stream if nobody notices anything. But it should be quite a good quality now, I hope. There's a Noon Rave again. I don't want to deal with that one right now. Another Witcher contract, by the way. Our missing prophet was level 33. Which wasn't Velen.
My uncle's in the circus because he can swallow salt.
Oh, go up here, thank you.
Hey, darling. Like what
Oh!
And there we have Breen Hodge.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Saw the notice. Let's say I'm interested.
That's good. Grand even. Name's Breen Hodge. I posted that
Hello,
slip.
Shepherd, you. How's it
Need
going?
details.
Course. Well, through a series of regrettable events, I came to own a spread of forest ripe for logging, near Novigrad. At a distance from any roads, but quite near the port. Easy gold, right? Just hire some lumberjacks and count the coin.
Meant details about the monster, not your business.
Oh, it's all linked, see? I took on some dwarven loggers, but they came to me, claiming the forest haunted. Thought them lazy, nothing more. Then one day, they went in the wood, and only one returned. Said some forest devil had attacked him.
Let's talk about my pay, because the current offer's just not enough.
260. Let's see. 315. Are you okay with that? Let's go one down.
You're
Down.
not cheap, but I can see you've tried to be reasonable. We might still agree a price.
And let's go down to 300. God damn
You're
it.
not cheap.
280.
Very well.
Alright.
Let us say that's a price
also
I'll
cheap.
pay willingly.
I'll take the job. This logger, where'll I find him?
Around. Last I saw him, he was drinking away his pay. Said he had to honor his dead comrades.
Talk to the witness.
Damn it, lost my way again.
The lumberjack.
Welcome, traveller. Drink with me, you cocksucker. Fucking knock back a few so's my mates will race peaceful. Something ploughed them up good, but I don't know what it was. Don't know who or what to curse.
Talked to one Breen Hodge. Told me all about your comrade's death.
Noble liquor. We tried to explain some horror was prowling the forest. He refused to believe it.
I played a game in 2K.
He's hired me. Wants me to find the beast that attacked you and your friends.
Is that so? Well, I take back what I said. Good man, Breen, though a halfling.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
We were making our way out of the forest, loaded with wood like pack horses. All of a sudden we heard a bloody howl, like a wolf's. Pack leaders. We legged it, but then the cartwheel got stuck. Magnus Rector hollered I should run to the hut for the crossbows, so I ran. Come back to the woods. Bloody plough and massacre. Couldn't tell me mates apart.
Thanks. Really helpful, that.
Kill the bugger. Will you?
Alright, so not much information from him. Maybe a wolf, but I don't think it's a wolf. Might be a lesson which called the wolves. Maybe it's something entirely different. I don't know. Maybe a howl, so a fiend? I have no idea. We'll see.
Killed some monsters.
Let's see if we find any tracks which can help us. Yeah, I'm playing in 2K and have the frame rate limited to 60 FPS because otherwise my graphics card doesn't go. Can't handle streaming plus 144 FPS. So I'm losing 2K on high preset without NVIDIA Gearbox because I don't think it's necessary. Just a part of the lag NVIDIA Gearbox. So I like to remove it. Okay, apparently we have to go all the way to the west now. We get a roach, it's quite a trek. Roach? Roach, where are you? There you are.
Come on. Good grief. Never seen one like him before.
That way, please. There you go.
Wait, was it you who were across us? Is that it?
So, what almost there? Only the hut here, lawyer's hut.
Logger's hut. Need to find the spot where they died.
Let's look inside if we have anything to loot. We have some ropes. A broken rake. Some water. Okay, is that all? There's something more. A platter, okay. There's the wheel.
Deep ruts. Logger's wagon must have stopped here. Then they went down this road. Probably towards their clearing.
Alright, let's follow this path. Some enemies over there. These are like knackers. Nothing much to be concerned with. Alright, there's something. There's a sword here.
There was a fight here. 2 dwarves and something big.
It's a claw.
Clawed the rock. Must have been angry and strong. Wounded dwarf tried to flee, bleeding heavily. A dwarf went this way.
So they split up. Let's follow this path first. Are they dead?
Roots pinned this one to the ground, so
Elation?
he suffocated.
Roots are usually a sign of elation.
Deep wound on his back. Bled to death. Everything says Leshen. A young one. Must have arrived here recently. Need to find its totem. Crows serve Leshens. Should find some near the totem.
It's over there. There's some enemy over there. Oh, it's just a necker. What the fuck? Okay, let's follow this path.
Not a Leshen's birds. False trail.
Let's follow this path. There's a totem.
Lo and behold, the Leshen's totem. Now, to destroy it. Ought to piss it off, make it leave its lair.
We need to prepare. We only have relic oil here. Is something else good against those beasts? Let's have a look. Terrazine. Oh, that was the Earth Element we fought yesterday for like half an hour. I do not believe in ghosts, it is that simple, but my men say the house shakes at night, walls crumble, why even the floors move about. Curtis Art, Count of Anchor. There's no such thing as a risk-free real estate investment. It might turn out your new home has a leaky roof, structural rot in the attic, a scratched floor in the living room, or elven ruins beneath its foundations, and within them an enormous earth elemental just waiting for a chance to break free of its chains. Fighting such a monster is no easy task. Its tough outer husk deflects all but the strongest blows. It can liquefy a man's bones with one crushing blow from its fists. Thus one should never near it without first casting the Quen sign. One should have the Yrden sign at the ready as well, whereas the other signs, Igniard and Axia, are completely ineffective against it. In the end, the Witcher triumphed over the powerful Earth Elemental, and in doing so won the gratitude of and the reward from Count Desar. Anything else new? Just a relic, right? Kernan. Igni, the Maritzian Bomb. Nah, I'm not gonna use it. Novigrad, the greatest metropolis in the world, the acme of civilization, material proof, or so one is tempted to think, of mankind's ability to tame and control nature. Yet right outside the city walls lies the Novigrad wilderness, and whoever sets foot in it soon finds out that man's primacy does not extend past the city walls. One of the monsters who made its lair in that thick tangle was an old powerful Leshen. I thought it was a young one. It killed any who strayed into its territory with its species' characteristic cruelty, lacerating them with razor-sharp claws, sending strangling plants shooting out of the ground, or feeding them to packs of hungry wolves. If not for its vulnerability to fire, the Igni sign included, and the protection of the Quen sign, one could wager not even the toughest Witcher would be able to slay the beast. So basically Igni, and I think we can also use Dragon Stream, or however it's called, Dancing Star, that's the one. Fiery explosion and ignition. That's really great. So this, then we can get this going. We draw a silver sword. Well, we can destroy that one with a steel sword, actually. Where's he at? There he is.
What now, you piece of filth?
Where is he? There he is. Okay, we need to be a bit careful around this guy. There he is, okay. They're attacking them, that's interesting. I guess there's a Skyatell area in the nearby vicinity. I think the Eye of the Leshens are a little bit bugged, to be honest. Okay. I've heard of it. Takes a while, but he's not really strong. Let's do Thunderbolt in here, just to have a bit more attack. Ow. Now you put another relic oil on. Maybe it goes faster that way. Alright, just a bit more to go. Where is he? There you rise. I think he summoned a wolf, didn't he? Where is he? There he is. That's bad. That's actually bad that they have Deathmarch wolves now. Because they hurt quite a bit, actually. Oh, he killed a dwarf. Okay, we've got him. Now we just need to finish those wolves.
That stench.
Alright. Let's collect a trophy. There's also another thing over here.
Come on. How long you gonna make me wait?
Alright, we got him. Alright, we can go back to the quest giver. Get our stuff. And then we continue with the main quest, because we don't really have any side quests which are feasible, I'd say. I don't want to do level 30 quests, because they're just too difficult in my opinion. We don't need to, we don't need to do everything, we probably have time later on. Don't have to do everything with level 15 already. I imagine most people will just skip the side quests, which are higher than their levels. But I have fun, and they're not too difficult really. If you know how the enemies attack, they're not really that difficult. Even though we play on Deathmarch. Of course you shouldn't be hit, like from an earth elemental I would probably one-shot you.
Oh, witch. Hey now! Safe already.
Rains like this come sowing time.
Alright, we're almost there. Just a little bit more. Hopefully the rave disappeared, but I think it was a noon rave, so it shouldn't be here. Unless there's also a night rave now. But I don't see it around, so that's fine. Lots of birds about here. Oh, please get past you, Geralt. Thank you. Is this herbalist still bugged?
What?
Yeah, his herbalist is still bugged.
Farewell.
There's always the trader coming up when I'm talking to the herbalist for some reason.
Mouth as dry as a stockfish.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
I killed the Leshen that attacked the lumberjacks.
Oh, that's wonderful. Grand even. I'll have to find some new loggers, but there's no shortage of folk looking for work. But can I be certain no other Leshen will show?
It's possible, I suppose. I have to find a witcher if it happens.
Aye, yes, yes. Well, your due reward. I'm not the kind not to pay for a job well done.
Farewell.
Alright, all of the wood done. So we did pretty much every side quest which was easily accessible to us. I'm not going to do level 33 quests yet. Those are on Kaer Morhen, which we can't access. Skellige, we won't access yet. This is Skellige, this is just ongoing, this is Skellige, this is... Well, this is new, but this is Skellige, so let's go talk to the supervisor, let's do that. And high stakes are going to go later, because I don't think my cards are good enough yet. Oh, he's right here, okay. Or is he? Wait, no. Where would I go for the supervisor? Isn't he in Novigrad? Apparently not. He's in Skellige. It is Novigrad, so... Right? It says it's in Novigrad. Oh yeah, it is in Novigrad. Talk to the supervisor, it just doesn't show me for some reason. Quite sure why. Is it because I didn't... find him yet? I have no idea. Let's go to Novigrad. Where is he though? I don't see him anywhere marked. There's a new quest over there. Let's go over there and do the quest. Didn't see that quest before. Let's go over there. Might as well enhance our stuff again. What is over here? Oh, those guys, bandits. He is together with a bandit now.
Which, John Verdon, remember? You saved me from the drowners. It was Coppolis then. Nah, why, my purse is bursting.
Mm-hmm. With coin that belonged to the refugees. Vengeance tastes sweet.
I thought you'd come for your reward. I'll gladly pay, mind you. You saved my life, no two ways about it. But, if you're looking for a bruising, well, you'll find it.
Coin doesn't stink. Give it here.
There you are. May it multiply in your purse. Now go.
If I have to deal with refugees or bandits, doesn't really matter to me. What's here?
Interesting.
Letter from Tobin. And dear mother, everything has gone very well so far. I still have a considerable ways to go to the city, but as soon as I get there, I will dispatch this letter and send about writing another. I miss you and father horribly. I'm being extremely careful with the coin you gave me. I've not spent hardly a thing. Once I find employment, I will set aside an amount every week and send you my savings regularly. Tell Yolanda I love her greatly and will send for her soon. To come and be my wife, of course. I spoke with a certain Temarian who told me there are more merchants in the city than ants in the woods, and that scribes are always wanted. I believe you spoke the truth. You're Tobin. Give Fido a good belly rub from me. Okay. Guess he's dead now.
Oh, Witcher, friend.
This is in Novigrad, right? Talk to the supervisor? Or is it in Skellige? Go to Pharaoh and look for Hammond. Yeah, the supervisor should be in Novigrad if I'm correct. It shows me a thing in Novigrad. Somewhere in a Temple Island, maybe. I have no idea. Let's see. Maybe I can't do that yet. Maybe I can do it in a later date. No idea. Go to Novigrad. Doesn't show me a quest prompt, so I must assume I can't do that yet, maybe? I have no idea. Certus.
Don't let up! Forward area!
Oh, down. Down with him. That was quick. Okay, well, it's just some 2 deserters, nothing more. Just respawning or something like that. I don't know.
Killing monsters. It's like watery
Hello,
to you.
Roach. Can't you go over there? I mean, I can send you over here as well.
Oh,
Here you go.
you get a bonus for working in this poor weather.
Now, where's the supervisor?
Streets, eh? Tempting decent men to indecent. Who was it?
I must go to the well.
Sure. To poison it, no doubt.
I'm so...
Think the lady's grown tired of your company.
Lady? What lady? See her ears?
she-elf. And everyone knows elves are always doing something on the sly.
I'm not doing anything, I swear it. I must just fetch some water.
Where will you put it? Where's your jug, eh? Where's your bucket?
Why don't you just tell the truth?
What do you mean, why? She's a non-human. Lions in their blood.
Don't let that fair face beguile you, Witcher. Pretty as a picture on the outside, she-elves, but the most vile filth within.
Leave her be.
By what right you giving me orders, eh?
Let's go, Reddy. Killing's like batting an eye for Witchmen.
You can breathe. It's over.
Over? For you, perhaps. You'll go on your merry way. But I must stay here. And they will too.
Nothing I can do about that.
Then why get involved at all? You didn't scare those boars off for my sake, but for your own. To feel just and noble. A knight on a swiving white steed. Or do I have it all wrong? Go, Vatgern. And remember, we neither need nor want your pity.
Okay. Interesting. I wonder if this has follow-up. Let's follow her a bit. I don't think your quest is over.
Double chase.
She might get into an ambush.
You get a bonus for working in piss poor weather. I like rain. Keeps the rogues indoors.
Do we have anything else here? Any other quest around? Look that way.
The sky weeps.
Double shies. 1,000 times double shies.
Alright, nothing else happened. Maybe I think it has to follow up at some point. Maybe not just now, but later on it will have a follow up. I'm pretty certain of that.
Think I pissed me trash.
No, where's that supervisor? Need to know what dog scout ran into his old brother, yeah. Cat school, Garricide help landed. What kind of supervisor? While wallowing in the pits, was the most notorious slum, the Witcher took a contract on a monster committing horrendous murders under cover of darkness. Yeah. I don't know where the supervisor is. I can't talk to him yet. So, I guess we continue with the main quest. I don't know where the supervisor might be at all. So, main quest it is. Visit Triss in her house. Don't have anything else to do. Let's see how the main quest continues, after we did all the side quests we found. It's back up there, okay. Apparently she's here. Alright. There are some pillagers.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that?
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guards cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offense.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you gotta get there through the sewers, but you gotta enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menga himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menga.
Temple God.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorceress bitch's shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
I mean, he can't beat Geralt, he's way too strong. He can take out an entire army, so... Character entry upgraded for Triss, Marigold. Oh, we're gonna loot this place now. So is mine. Furious Spectre Oil. Let me have a look at the character entry. There we go. Triss Marigold updated. It seemed Triss had gone into hiding from the so-called witch hunters, persecuting magic wielders in the city, turning to one of the leaders of the local underworld for protection. We also have Menga, probably. Menga. Where's Menga? Well, maybe we don't have him yet, after all. But I thought we have Menga somewhere. Ah, there, Count Menga. Nothing updated there. Did we loot everything here? Yeah, we did. Okay, let's go inside. Look for clues. And also loot everything.
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Herbs? Roots? Triss turned to healing?
Or maybe visions, I don't know. Saltpeter. Another book.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Witcher's signs. As a mule is neither ass nor horse, though it has traits of both, so are witches neither mages nor common men. Witches are able to cast simple spells they call signs, drawing on the basics of telekinesis, pyrokinesis, hypnosis, and so on. They are not, however, capable of utilizing more complex spells. Indeed, they treat real magic with reserve and distrust. Widespread in their ranks is an irrational, nigh into superstitious fear of teleportation. Let me remind you that deadly accidents during translocational travel occur only once per 100 instances of such travel. This aversion surely stems from the fact that witches do not possess impalm magic talents, but instead gain them during their infamous trial of the grasses. It can thus be said that their casting spells is an affront to nature, as is in fact everything witches do.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop him on the floor. The
Rose of Remembrance.
All dried up.
That happened in Witcher 2, I believe, right? Talk with beggars about the king of beggars. Let's do the talking approach. I don't like to sneak behind any other people. Oh, there's a thief apparently coming up. Maybe. And we can do that as well, then.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Oh. Anyone over here?
Novigrad, capital of the world. Yet they
I don't know. Let's talk to the beggar.
Don't touch me.
Let's talk to the beggar. Kind of lost him.
Take pity on me, misery, good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, none one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this, and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace.
Okay, you didn't know apparently?
Oh.
Talk to the next one.
The thinking customer will see right away.
Some more baggers up here.
Arms for the poor.
You lame?
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. And my mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Since me mother birthed me. Here's where it's addled. There. Showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
Healthy as a horse as far as I can tell.
Priests of look, medics, herbalists. All claimed I'm bewildered.
Well, they're wrong.
Matters little either way. Folk are generous to me. They enjoy watching me point. Like this. There. There.
You're happy. That's what counts.
I am. When folk ask me the way, I like that most, because I can point. Like this. There. Ah. Because I know my way around the city. Oh, do I ever.
So you gotta know where the Putrid Grove is, right?
Most certainly do. It's where I live. Over the, there. There. That way.
That away. Meaning where?
In Lace Halls. There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course. Unless he forgets to say, the old sow's farrowed piglets might not let you in then, but that's easy enough to say. Listen, The old sow's farrowed piglets.
The old sow's farrowed piglets.
Thanks for your help.
Let's remember that. The old sow farrowed piglets.
I miss a woman's touch. Got my eye on you, white one.
Four witches
So around here.
Fountainhead. They consort with kobolds and slurp the blood of babes.
Open up. Who are you and what do you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious.
Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it, gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
Alright. We're in. Easy enough. Meet with the King of Baggers. Let's have a look around here. There's also a merchant right here. I'm taking all of that. Thanks for your contribution.
What are you offering?
Maximum 100 inventory rate. We're gonna buy that. Do we? How much is that? 904. We have a lot of money. We can buy that. Let's buy that shit. Like a unicorn, not better. Sell that. He buys all kinds of stuff, so let's sell him all of that. Let's just sell all that. Node left by spy, node left by sway. Keeping those right now. Can sell them. Alright. It's good. We can sell them 3 of the shrooms. 6 of the dog's tallow. 9 of those. 9 of them. 6 there. 1 here. Anything else? 5 there. 6 there. 1 of them. Anything more we need to sell? Let's have a look. 55, 50, 56, we can sell 6 of those. I'm gonna keep everything to 50, that's why I'm selling that. 8 of them. And that's it, I think. Yeah, that's good.
See you.
Then you can equip the saddle, the new saddle. 100 maximum inventory right now. No longer 70. Let's play a round of Gwent.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Go. Play some monsters. No spy, that's problematic. Not much in general. Let's start with the legendaries, because they're not as useful for me right now. It's continuing to play. Okay, we're gonna pass now. I don't want to deal with that. And he has a fucking mysterious elf. I thought this was Squirtle only. I guess he's a neutral card after all. Holy shit, he has a really good hand. You know, you need to win 2 rounds now. This might be problematic. We'll see. Oh, the opponent has passed. Okay. Well. Guess we'll do this. Win around that way. Please have a spy. No spy. Now, this is problematic. We might lose now. Because he still has 4 cards left. Yeah, I'd totally lose now. That's over. There's no way I can beat this guy, I think. That's the best I can do. 6 card. Yeah, this will beat me. Like 18. Straight up. What do we get? 24? Which is 43. Well, we've lost. That's unfortunate. Let's reload. Quick save slot.
As the Emperor's spies told it,
Geralt never loses. It's all in a parallel universe.
The North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Try this out again. Maybe we get spies this
Wouldn't mind
time.
a few rounds of cards.
That'd be great if we did. No spies again. No spies once again. What is wrong? Why do I lately not get any spies at all? That is so weird. Let me... I'll just play those. We'll see. Imlerith. This is really, really annoying. Reches. I'll do this. It's passing, right? It's not passing. Okay, that was a weird move at his side, but that's okay. Take the loss. Start with the grounds now. We're gonna kill those grounds immediately now. Let's first play this one. Maybe he plays another 6 card. We can play another 5 card as well. Okay, let's scourge them now. Yes, passed. Okay, we'll take the win now. There we have a spire. Okay, that's good. It's actually very good, because we can now use this. He has passed, and now we've won. There we go. 20 crowns, and what else do we get? A Filavandrel and Fidel. Probably Scotel card. Gonna sell you the old saddle. There. There we go.
See you.
Now we can go up to 160. As opposed to 130. Alright, what else do we have around here?
Genetic engineer.
Thank you, my lord. A right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim. Correct? Positively indispensable.
They won't listen, my lord. They're scared of Menga.
In that case, please convey that if any of them should fall ill, he can stick his head in the flames of the eternal
Help
fire.
a poor
Now,
fellow
permit
out.
me some rest.
What is here? The rosemary and thyme, the hottest spot in Novigrad.
Gives a copper.
Anything else around here to loot, for example? Maybe here? No. Key required.
Who do you hunt, White Wolf?
Got you pretty good with that shiv.
I'll get that little shit.
Bladders, another bladder.
You'll have some salve I got off a sorceress.
You robber?
You daft. King forbids any trickery towards mages. Need them too much.
Oh, come here, hero. Give us a kiss.
Lay me down with a barrel of beer
They say
and a
you're the
cup
best.
in my right hand, and over me coffin
Look what I found.
sits here.
That's a curtain necklace. Where'd you get it?
Was
lying
straight.
No problem.
I was thinking of a bit of enjoyment before they burn me at the stake.
Anything else? Doesn't look that way.
Think he's punishable by death?
No bread, no coin.
Alright, let's go there. Go inside here.
How are things?
Good. More and more people.
There's Triss.
Looking for help.
Menga's hound's not
So
scaring
he's
him off
shard
anymore.
I guess incurable disease.
What's new,
is
killer?
terrifying.
In that case, I'll count on more tribute coming in.
You already take 80% of what we receive.
Aye, but don't forget his secures the
That's not where I wanted to go.
where you and yours can hide.
No, don't go up there. Geralt, don't want to go there. Just want to loot this stuff. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it. Looting that instead.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out...
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Alright, follow her.
Darn scandalous.
Hard
Such
times
mystery
living in,
and simplicity.
So I wondered if I could go.
What do we have here?
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Payne couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Alright. Let's go down here. Sounds like a drowner's nearby. Go. Oh, what is that?
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that led in a secret passage.
Lots of loot here.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes 3 things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Alright, let's see about alchemy. We got some alchemy stuff, right? The created blue mutagens, that's what we can do. Green mutagens as well. A new greater one. And let's have a look here. We can do the legend decoction, sure. Enhanced Ogroid or enhanced relic oil. Gotta go for Ogroid first. Okay. We need a lot of those things. We might need to grab more of those Cherry Cordial and Mandrake Cordial. I have to remember that.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Okay. Why not? Let's dive down there, get a potion going, kill a whale. Let's see if we can't find it. There's a flopping fish over there. Something over here. Superior Golden Oriole. Superior Moon Dust. We got a lot of alchemy recipes now. That's the Lover's Egg.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Alright, where do we go?
Double chase.
Why?
I guess here.
Greetings,
Merchant.
sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works?
Of course. Honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Alright. At least we got something, even if it cheats us.
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Alright. There's one.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
A master monster slayer in the world's largest city. Looking for rat shit. Jeez.
Alright. Nothing to loot here, surprisingly, even though it's like a warehouse. Guess the rats ate everything.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well? Well?
There we go.
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
There the rodents run.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Alright, let's take care of them.
You're dead! You're gone! Get him from both sides!
Oh, I should throw my sword, right?
He killed him!
That bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
He's gotta pay triple or double.
Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live, and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejon Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
Mm-hmm. See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the Bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Be seeing you.
Alright.
Hair-brained, all of them.
Some new character entries. Corrine Tilly. Oneiromancer, the magic art of deciphering the past and the future is, as they appear in dreams, is difficult for even a highly trained sorceress to master. Those born with the talent, however, excel at it without any formal education. Such was the case of Corrine Tilly, whose fame as a dreamer, as such diviners are known, had spread far and wide. The King of Beggars, Francis Bedlam, The free city of Novigrad had known no king's rule for nearly 200 years. Francis Bedlam surely had this fact in mind when he anointed himself the King of Beggars, a title that mocked the pomposity of crowned heads while simultaneously stealing a bit of sad pomp for itself. Bedlam was a pragmatic man, trait of great use in his profession, which involved managing a network of thieves, beggars, tramps, and street urchins that tickled through every part of the city. His contacts provided him with the freshest gossip and tastiest morsels of information, and the gut he took of his subjects' earnings guaranteed a sizable income for the maintenance of his court in the Portrait Grove. Francis despised fanaticism and prejudice in equal measure, which meant that mages fleeing the witch hunter's pincers often turned to him for protection. After a bit of run around, Geralt found the sorceress who had indeed entered into an arrangement with the so-called King of Beggars. She paid for his protection by providing magic services to his organizations. Though Triss did not know anything about Ciri and her stay in Novigrad, she promised to do all within her power to aid Geralt's search. Though theoretically Triss and Geralt had ended their romance half a year earlier, it was clear the feelings they felt for each other had not vanished so easily. To deal with this, the sorceress pretended that nothing had happened, and the Witcher, as is his wont, sheepishly masked his feelings with a mix of hesitant interest and fake indifference. It must be said that both of them handled the situation quite awkwardly. I don't even know why they forced the romance of Triss in Witcher 2. Even if you decided against Triss in Witcher 1, you went with Shani instead.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Well, the dreamer's just around the corner from the looks of it, eh? Right here.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian, or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night, and furniture moving about in the attic, and last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Alright.
We're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically.
Let's see what we have here. It's pretty dark. Let's get a torch out. Got a lot of stuff to loot here.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
She's streaming for a couple of days.
Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
It's down here. Let's look down first before we go up. Looks like she's having a nightmare. Anything else here? I think it's broken. Elven runes. I guess that's it here. Guess the sign is upstairs then.
Put it down, please.
You do hear some... You do hear some giggling, no? Sarah.
Stop. Go away.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
The doll, the attic. Was that? Looks like another godling.
Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
This leads up, okay.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't
Wait,
spill
why
it.
is there
Please.
I don't know what is a thingy. Guess it's upstairs.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Let's grab all the loot first before we go to the quest item. What's that over here? A drawing of a crib. Paper on which a crib has been hastily drawn by a child, it seems.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Was it here or was it further down? It was here.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle.
It was downstairs.
Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
There's still a thing highlighted there. Is it just part of the thingy here? Just part of the thingy.
Boo! Did
I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Alright. No need to kill her. Or throw her out. If she doesn't really harm anyone, just give them bad dreams. There she is.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house.
That's an interesting dream.
Furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
All right. Let's tell the merchant the house is haunted and there's no way of getting him back.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Alright. Did we get any bestiary or character entries? Where she started to see Corinne. Okay, nothing new. And do we get an entry for Sarah, maybe? Hello. There we go. No, we didn't. Okay. Would have thought we could get an entry there, but apparently not. All right. Can we create any alchemy ingredients? Any new stuff? No. I need a lot of those cordials and stuff. Maybe I should talk more to the barkeeps and buy all of that shit. I would assume I can buy that from them.
Buy tomorrow what you can buy today.
Alright, golden sturgeon.
The folk in this city, racial hygiene's as poor as their personal...
May I?
Depends what with.
Looking for someone who'll sail to Skellige and take me with them.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for Skellig, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Gotta get more coin.
You sure do. For I won't even whip me horse in a bath without payment in advance.
Okay. I didn't want to go there. Didn't want to go there. Just thought I'd talk to him because he had a special name. Isn't there like a barkeep around here?
Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
We're done here. There's a barkeep. There. How do I get there? It's further up there. On this floor.
Why are you looking at me cross-eyed?
There. There he is. He was not here a second
What are
ago.
you serving?
And Recordial and... Was it Nilfgaardian Lemon? Or was it that one? I have no idea. Let's buy all of them. Why not? Can't remember.
Farewell.
What was it again? What I needed? I needed Cherry Cordial and Mandrake Cordial. Okay. Cherry Cordial, Mandrake Cordial. So we can create a white gall and then we can create another oil. What do we want? Spectre oil maybe? We need long rube for that. That one we have. We just need vermilion for vampires. Do we have anything else? Dragonite maybe? No. What do I want? I don't have that much choice actually. Can go Elementa. Elementa or Vampire, so we need to get a vermilion. Vermilion, there we go. And then we can create the vampire oil. Do we need a potion? And we need more white gold. We need lots of white gold. That's what I'm getting out of that.
Bravo, Witcher! I've material for another ballad.
Ah, no glass tastes as sweet as the first battle.
Alright. She is in here. Hello there, Corinne.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift. Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
I guess the strongest is number 4, right?
It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add? Another memory, perhaps?
Yes, there's something else.
All right. Tell me no more than you wish to.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Probably Dandelion. I've already been to Yennefer.
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Hey, yes. Hello, Dandelion. What's a swallow? That's a swallow, isn't it? So that's supposed to be Ciri, right?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Fitting, really.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
He has some misery of ladies, so I guess it's fitting. I'm done with Novigrad dreaming.
Something slimy about you.
Novigrad proper. Still not safe at night.
Do we have another merchant, another barkeep, maybe? It doesn't show me the merchants, does it? Oh, there is one up here, and there's one over... Oh, it does show me then, after all. Okay, let's go there. What? I don't know what I don't know what he's screaming. Okay. Cherry cordial and mandrake cordial was what I wanted, right? There's another thingy here. What's that? Warning for new arrivals. Newcomers are hereby informed that in Novigrad one worships the eternal fire and only the eternal fire. The practice of any other religion will be treated as an act of heresy and punished to the full extent of the law, that is by public incineration. Particularly forbidden is the wearing of the symbols of other deities, the conducting of rituals in their honor, or the preaching of other faiths. Himmelfahrt. Need coin fast. Those blasted non-humans at the Vivaldi Bank say your credit's no good. Come see me. No paperwork required. No questions asked. No limits. Loans available in Hoglandian France. Hanjuka. Annual interest rate 700%. Weights and measures. We already read that. Beware, there's a swindler about. 10 Novicratians, let it be known far and wide that Klaus Federling is a liar, a fraud and a swindler. The miraculous hair-growing formula he sells is nothing more than well water from the bits dyed with a modicum of lilac extract. The only effect imbibing this concoction is likely to bring about is a debilitating case of diarrhea, which will keep you running to the outhouse day and night, a fact which I had the dubious pleasure of learning through first-hand experience. Therefore, if this shameless cheat should pay a visit to your domicile, by nothing instead time to go suck down his own remedy. Volker Ollinger. Tuesday, next deliver of latest Red Kedveni Pros will be made to the warehouse near Harrow Square. Only bulk buyers welcome. Beware haunted house and cheating merchant. To all upstanding residents of Novigrad, hark the words and warning of a loyal fellow townsman. Do no business with that placard the Joker. Though his line is held in high esteem and considered honorable, he himself is a swine and a cheat. He sold me a residence at a most attractive price, knowing all the while the house was haunted. There can be no thought of inhabiting it, for an evil spirit torments all who set foot therein. For now the most contents itself with rattlings and prankings, but who knows what foul deeds it will turn to in time. Let then anyone with half a bit of wit about them stay far away from said home, and never make a deal of any sorts with this defrauding the Chukir. Visit the haunted house again. Well, we can do that. Olivier, hello.
How can I be of service?
What are you serving today?
Well, you at least sell a Mandrake cordial, but not the other one I want. That's unfortunate.
See you later.
Since the house is right around the corner, we can go there immediately. So, he sold the house. And I knew who a poor fellow got it now. I guess he will try to sell it again. And then the next one will sell it again, until nobody wants that house anymore. Maybe Corinne will go to the house and live there. Buy it. I don't know.
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them. Witcher, Witcher. Kareen, look who's come.
Huh. Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Alright, haunted house finished. I want to go to the next thingy-mabob. I wish here appears another one I can maybe buy something from. Oh, where do I have to go? Here? Maybe? Yeah, there. Let's go up there. Buy some more cordial. If we can.
it's raining again.
What was that?
A deserter from the Squire 10.
Geralt of Rivia, I am indebted.
Those were the days.
Could it be that all roads lead...
Actually, I'd just like to buy something.
What's she have? She has nothing. God damn it. Well,
take care now.
No more cordial for us. We don't have any secondary quests, right? Nobleman yet. Oh, we can talk to Chris about that one yet. No.
I've heard ballads about you.
Then let's talk to Chris about the statuette. What's in this house here? Did I loot it already? I didn't. The rest is locked. Alright. Alright. Always some new bandits going around here. Alright, so she is in this little house here, apparently.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Okay, so she's living with like a landlord. Taking all your stuff, by the way. Oh, there's more stuff to loot. Or is there? Yeah, kind of elaborate. Should home. Why is everything so dark? Oh, Triss, I'm gonna loot your stuff first before I talk to you, don't mind me. Free butter knives, okay?
Yes, Geralt?
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help, too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
See, you kept the rose of remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
Looks like a nobleman.
Could be just that. Come with me. I can't perform the ritual here. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous. In Allen, Dwana, Ar Ice.
No! Coral, no! I can explain everything!
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
So Coral enchanted him. Just like her.
If there's a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here. In that case, come to me, succubus.
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad? Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
Alright, got some experience from it, I guess. And some grounds. Cliff of Axie. Alright, let's get out. Where are we? Here, okay.
The eternal fire.
That one is done. No more secondary quests. Nope, no more secondary quests. So, Broken Flowers next. No more quest indicators. Nope, no more quest indicators. Let's continue with the main quest. Piggies, hello piggies. Oh, God damn it, another horse and henchman. It seems like that's their popular spot for some reason.
What do you see?
Alright, let's see what Dandelion is up to, if he's around. He's been in all 3 games then so far, that's good. Well, he's always narrating when we log into the game.
Running around in this rain?
I'll never come back, you stinking scadges.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you wanted. Get!
Sounds like, what's his name, Soberton?
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't gone more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Together, lads!
Oh, come on!
Oh, not another dropping. We're leaving. Reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Verdun.
Keep it together, lads!
You're looking weak.
And down they go.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems. Rather not burden you.
Fuck off, Geralt. Need to spill your guts to me now.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned.
I had another optional thing, I don't.
How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss? Yennefer, perchance?
Triss and I talked. Cleared some things up. As for Yennefer, well...
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about it.
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important to take care of now.
Meaning?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Well, just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Have no clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Let's loot first.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the... Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Letter from Bomil the Rab. Dear Viscount, once more I would like to convey my thanks for agreeing to grace my son's wedding ceremony with your song. Your presence warmed our hearts, and the sweet notes with which you serenaded us so touched my wife's mother, the Baroness de Vlad, called in some circles as cold and heartless bitch, that tears of tender emotion appeared in her eyes. Bomil the Rab. Letter from Fran. When will you return to Citavris? I hope it will be soon, for I miss you terribly. Waiting to see you again literally pains me. If you are to come, send me a message before and I'll ask my mistress for a day off. Guardian Lemon. Letter from female admirer. The thrust of your hypnotic gaze left my visage red and hot. The whole world suddenly set to spinning in a whirlwind of oblivion, and I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. The music, the singing, you. For that one brief moment I felt as if I were the lute you so skillfully strummed, and wanted nothing more than for you to put your dexterous ditches on my soul's yearning chords. Alright. That's probably related to the quest.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount de Letenove, the title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
Keep forgetting he's got that damn fool name.
No, can I go over here? Sure as hell can, right? Loot. Thank you. What do we have up here? More loot? More loot. Always loot first before we do the quests. Oh, there's more. Anything more? No, I guess that's it, yeah. Wait, why is that upstairs, though? That's downstairs, okay. There's another hint here, apparently. But that's also downstairs, okay. Let's go downstairs, then. Oh, there's a further way up. Let's go one further, then. Loot more. Locked key required, okay. Okay. Tree. This tree wanted to face through the wall for some reason. Okay.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Hereward himself did the honors, and the feast afterwards to celebrate the laureates. Dandelion taught a swine to yodel, and I... another time.
Nose is too small.
Aye, and the sword's too big. By the by, is that how it's done? Killing a wyvern?
Technique's not quite right, but you gotta admit he's doing it with gusto.
Alright, let's place all the things we don't need. We can place all of those in here, time being. They don't weigh like much, but maybe it adds up. I like to have as much space available as I can. We don't need those trophies. 100 water, Jesus. Rest we'll just keep in our inventory, I guess.
Get out, pal.
Alright, what do we have here? Important book.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, Who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late, the dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suche?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Broken Flowers. Entry for Zoltan Chevet. Also got now this book, let's read it. Where is it at? There. Rosa var Atre, okay. That sounds like a noble woman. We know var Atre, we've encountered a General var Atre back in Visima. He interrogated us and asked about the events in Witcher 2. Maybe she's related to him. Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humus blue. She shunned her lessons in civility, to swing her dwarf with agility. A charming garden enclosed villa in Gildorf. Molly, though well she knows the touch of silk and lace, she shuns not straw when cribbed in lust's embrace. Gildorf, villa next to the morgue. Vespula, though timid in looks, no adventure did skip her. My heart melts when she asks, "Ever had a Big Dipper?" Far corners, laundry near the mouth of the ponder. Marabella, though her cries are divine when behind closed doors, standing on stage her squawks are drowned by snores. The bits near Palper Square. Elihal, a figure most rare, her natural duel. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Tailor's shop across from Tannery. Got some character entries here. Louisa Lavalette. Baroness Maria Louisa Lavalette was the talk of Temeria in her time. This noble woman had been King Foltest's mistress and even bore him 2 illegitimate children. This caused quite the scandal and prompted several notable families to take up arms and revolt, only to be bloodily crushed by the king's forces, who took Lavalette Castle during a hard-fought siege. A dwarf, a soldier of fortune, a veteran of the Battle of Brenna, an unassailable optimist, a committed altruist, a lover of rough drinks and rougher songs, a master Gwent player, and, above all, a dear and loyal friend to me and Geralt. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present Zoltan Chevet. We first became fast friends years ago, when Geralt and I ran into Zoltan and a band he was leading at the time across war-stricken Riverdale. It proved our fate to cross paths many times after, and we eventually became inseparable companions, sticking together through good and ill. At our tale's beginning, Zoltan and I had gone into business together, running a Novigrad tavern called the Rosemary and Thyme. Anything else here? No, not really, okay. Let's talk to Zoltan.
Still here? Looking for something?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Buggers might have hauled something off for pawning.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted to ask you about someone.
Molly.
Though well she knows the touch of silken lace, she shuns not straw when gripped in lust's embrace.
Molly keeps things tidy for the Baroness Lavalette.
A baroness within reach, and he settled for a chambermaid?
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he says, in the alcove, we're all equals.
Yeah. Guess a true poet observes life in all its aspects, examines it from all perspectives. If I didn't know him better, I'd say he was jealous about this Marabella.
Oh, I doubt it. Former pupil. And well, the tales he told me about her.
Doubt I want to hear them.
Probably better off not. Things between them took a turn for the strange at some point.
Meaning?
She had him wearing mummers' costumes. Took to calling him Christian, referring to herself as Anastasia.
Huh, truly perverse.
She didn't ken half of it. Called him her stallion once. That's the fool took it as a compliment, till she pulled a bit in the reins out of her cupboard. Poor bastard fled out the window.
Vespula. Name rings a bell. She threw his knickers out the window.
That's her.
Hollered something about him being a scoundrel with a voice like a consumptive pheasant.
That's her.
Threw flower pots at him.
Guess soul flames never die.
Like a rose abashed of its crimson hue, fair Rosa would sink into humor's blue. She shunned her lessons in civility to swing her dwarf with agility. Dwarf. Never suspected he'd be so humble.
Dwarfs what Rosa var Atre named her Guihir. Well chosen, eh?
All right. But Varatra? Her dad happened to be the Nilfgaardian ambassador?
He is. You know him?
Wouldn't say that. Had a brief conversation with him at the palace in Vizima.
Well, then you've a good notion of the kind of bloke he is. Commissioned Dandelion to tutor Rosa and her sister in the art of rhetoric. But we, Rosa, preferred swordplay.
How dare she reject the great bard in favor of a common swordmaster?
More than one, it seems. Week on week, we get fresh gossip about her thrashing another instructor. So bad he resigns. Word has it her dad's now looking to hire her next victim. Instructor.
No, we can do it. A Witcher is strong as a swordsman.
A figure most rare, her nature dual. Look deep in her eyes or be made a fool. Well, well, seems fascinated with this one.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's exceptional. Dare say Francesca Finderbeard be jealous.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have her.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine, whereas I prefer vodka straight up.
Well, know about all I wanted to know. Thanks for your help.
Alright, so we have 5 people to talk to. I think Rosa Atra might be the last one I will talk to, because she is probably a bit more difficult to get to because of a noble woman.
Witcher.
Let's go talk to Vespula first. She's nearby.
Julia claims you agreed.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Go. Now.
Now listen. You might have 2 swords, but there's 4 of us.
Yeah, 4 men, collecting tribute from 1 washerwoman. Don't think I have much to fear.
Best think again.
The Witcher will burn you!
Together now! Kill the horse head!
Damn.
Why the fuck did he not throw his sword? Might as well put Hangman's Venom on me. Here we go.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had,
I just lost.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just got to soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ha! Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Alright. I don't want to pay them the money, so just say get out. And they didn't do it. Now they attacked me. Not nice. And we got a level up. Oh wait, we had new character entries, did we? No, we didn't. Character, there we go. We have that maxed out. Endure pain. Or tissue transmutation. Guess into pain. Synergy might be good. Oh, fixative might be pretty good. I hate redoing the oils so much. Maybe I get fixative as well. See. Alley Hall, he's right around the corner, might as well go there.
Got the shivers.
Oh, we were before here, right?
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Interesting.
Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to
we
meet
met
with him.
him in Witcher 1.
Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters
Oh, that's
who had
unfortunate.
him recently burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do
I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Alright. Marabella, Molly, and Valtra left. New character entry. Ellie Hall. Gold erroneously interpreted one of my notes to mean that Ellie Hall and I had been a couple. Alas, while anyone would be thrilled to count this outstanding elf, wonderful conversation partner, and superb tailor among their conquests, in fact no more than friendship and fine wine had ever been passed between us. Gold found this out when he visited Ellie Hall's tailor shop, where he also got a first-hand glimpse at the elf's unusual hobby, adopting the dress and mannerism of those different from himself in race, sex, and social status. Alright.
Good grief. Your foot wrappings reek. I serve the eternal fire.
Oh, I've had enough of it.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
No bread, no coin.
No. Hello there.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
Over my dead body.
Told you we wouldn't fool him. Well, you're due a beating. It'll just be more of a challenge.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Pathetic.
The fuck? Down they are.
All places, why do you have to blow yourself up in my alley? I barely own the things, now
The plague.
Might as well visit the tailor, to be honest. Why not?
Looking for a barber? Well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut. As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
Do I actually need one? No. We'll leave that
So
be.
long.
We better leave that be. And I didn't even notice that his hair hasn't even grown up yet. Where do we go? That way? Okay, that way. Marabella, just around the corner. Almost there.
He'll not come.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all.
Spends all her days in the chapel. That whore who lifts her tail for all comers.
Is that a witch murdering folk?
That's enough. We're done for the day. Gather your things and go home.
Like as
Got
not.
a monster
How
under
do
me
you
bed.
know? Mummy says that if he but catches
Ballads.
he's as good as in the grave.
Winter. The first sense of autumn can be smelled. The sense of words is gone in a blink. No chances in view. It is what they felt. Tears of diamonds on your lashes sink. Your home all is surrounded by snow. Glassy frost covers rivers and lakes. That's the way it must be. Please don't show this yearning and grief on your face. When the spring comes along with the rain, the sun will warm up us both. That's the way it must be, for we burn with fire eternal like hope.
My mummy says hello.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelion's? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! The snakely whip rose skyward. Gee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Alright, nothing of interest here. So I guess we get most useful information from that way, I'd guess. Oh, there's a way through here. Good to know.
What difference would it make?
Been to Vizima?
Just this
The
morning,
word is
my
it's more
Brit
like
came
a
back from the
pigsty
market
than
with
a country.
news. Some
Looking to
mysterious
enlist with the
murders
Temple
happening
Guard.
in some house.
I love a letter.
This Baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious to see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of monsters, and my son.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. Got one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
Gotta wonder if Molly fell for the nephew or his inheritance.
We cannot know that just yet, but I'd wager she has strong feelings for both.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Lata?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then.
Alright, let's go to the horse racing area. Some time later, I assume. Loading. Ah, there we are, Vegelbud's estate, a few years later.
We've arrived.
Nice place.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah. Grey's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Britannian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Ha! Splendid! In that case, you must choose a mount.
Redanian chestnut looks promising.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerrikanian Bay. The horses are saddled. Let's begin.
Alright, let's have a look. That works. I mean, it wouldn't make much difference which ones I use, right?
Riders, ready!
Don't spare the horse!
Come on.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down here.
Don't spare the horse.
There we go.
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
I hope the stamina will hold out. I think it will though. Barely.
The roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost a race in a while. I congratulate you. That is yours.
It's a pure racing saddle.
Ah, look! Lady Latar has just arrived.
Who?
The woman formerly known as Molly. There she stands.
Right. Thanks.
I shall be here for a time. Find me if you'd like to ride back to the city together.
Alright. What is the racing saddle like? 50 stamina, a little bit. More, okay, so we take that.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't decide between the black stallion and the grey mare. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry, don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
A bit of the opposite way.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... congregations. Awful tiring, all this. But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Sister?
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes.
Oh, that's because I never told him I stopped. Didn't want him to treat me any different.
And your husband has nothing against it? Your old friendship?
Course not. Sweetykins couldn't be happier that Dandelion's raising me sophistication.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why'd he need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw her myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked Dandelion when we'd visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Alright.
Thanks, Molly.
Maybe it was Siri.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
With what he saw on your own. Well, we can have a look if there's anything to loot. I think I was here previously and looted everything. So let's talk to him and return together. Can I go up here? There we go.
Do you think it becoming to disturb a lady?
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
Back in Novigrad.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Broken flowers done. Probably have the entries in the character journal, right? I would guess so, at least. Let's have a look. We don't have any entries about Molly. Okay, that's interesting. I thought it would be more important, but okay.
Ah, Geralt. What can I do for you?
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cyrilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an empress needs an emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
Step away, Witcher.
Alright, how do I get to Rose of Atra? Is she here? No, she's the other side, right? Ah, she's there.
Takes the pains all the way to the garden.
What, did you catch him?
No luck. Riving and slip. What do you want?
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
It's just safe.
Won't you realise what you've gotten yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one, and take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's ire.
Alright. A wooden sword. Where do we have it? Probably here, there. Blunt sword, that's Windsor. There we go.
Follow me.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Oh, come on!
Quick! Stop flaunting! Fight!
There we go. We just need to basically deflect everything she does.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Guards aren't up to muster. Let me right in. Just had to tell them I was here to teach you swordplay.
I told Father they're a band of imbeciles. But if you're not the instructor, then who exactly are you? Have you come to rob? Kill? Speak!
Neither. So what do you say we stay calm? Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Yeah!
She actually hit me once.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Oh, come on!
Stop flaunting and fight!
And that's the last one. There we go.
If you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Quiet.
Ooh, now that's a mentor. Strong and decisive. Perhaps it's time I took up swordplay.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
So we have another side quest, it seems like. Anything to loot around here? Fencing lessons. Alright, let's get up again. Some books to loot. What shall become of Temeria, royal lineages, ballads and hymns, Pearls of the North. Diplomatic report. To His Imperial Majesty Emirva Emrys, Emperor of Nilfgaard. Since the time of my last report, remarkably swift progress has been made and sentiment in the city has crystallized. If anyone previously believed the ongoing war did not concern the free city, not a single resident now doubts the further course of the conflict will be determined within its walls. Our agents have confirmed earlier reports contending that King Radovid has important plans for Novigrad, and lately we have observed an increase in his agents' activities as well as the spread of his propaganda. His prime objective seems to be seizure of the wealth held by the Church of the Eternal Fire. Yet though Hierarch Camelford officially rules the city, true power is in the hands of local crime lords. I recommend the Emperor's agents focus their activity in that direction. Henry var Atre, by decree of His Imperial Majesty, Ambassador of the Empire of Nilfgaard in the free city of Novigrad. All those books give money as well, so loot them. That's way upstairs here. More loot for me. Nothing around here. Alright, just a bit more, nothing new. Any other entries a biography? Childhood and early manhood. Though the Nilfgaardian throne was his by right of birth, it would be many long years before Emhyr var Amby sat upon it. When he was but 13, an uprising engulfed the empire's capital. A usurper seized power, overthrowing Emhyr's father, Fergus var Emrys, who then refused to grant legitimacy to the coup. The usurper then decided he would break Fergus by having mages torture his son and heir, Emhyr. He failed in his plan, was forced to kill Fergus, and Emhyr escaped, presumably to a land beyond the empire's borders. No reliable accounts of the Emperor's actions in exile exist. Some claim he fell into the company of a knight-errant serving as a squire. This seems plausible enough, though details about the eccentric knight's proclivity to charge at windmills must surely be storyteller's exaggerations. A few unreliable reports claim a connection between Emhyr and the fabled Urchin of Erlenwald, who saved the life of King Rogner of Sintra. This seems far less likely, for it is public record that when the Witcher Geralt of Rivia lifted the Urchin's cause, he was revealed to be a duke named Duny, who later wed Rogner's daughter Pavetta and perished at her side when their ship went down at sea. What is known for certain is that around the time of this great tragedy for the kingdom of Sintra, Emhyr reappeared in the empire and led a revolt to overthrow the usurper and restore his own birthright. Soon after, he led the Empire's armies in their successful conquest of Sintra, setting a tone of determined military expansion that would endure through the rest of his reign. Alright. I'll wait one entire day, just have to wait. Let's go till morning though. First we go till midnight.
Listen.
There we go.
The thinking customer,
as they say, a bard must.
Let's add the verb of the cocktail again. There we go.
Talker and a witcher, a quick stalker. All's in order.
Greetings. You here for a specific reason?
Got a meeting with Rosa, a fencing lesson.
Geralt of Rivia, yes? Miss Rosa stepped out for a walk. Near Temple Bridge, she said. She asked that you join her.
Guess it's gonna be an interesting lesson. Thanks.
Alright. Fencing lessons it is. Near the bridge, alright. Let's go there then.
Oh, man! Best deal around. One for
the... Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely...
Oh! So much work.
Alright, let's see where she is. She must have a guard with her, right? So I don't think royal women are allowed to go alone outside. And there's a guard.
Nilfgaardian regiment always accompany you on your walks?
Always. Papa's orders.
It's for your protection, Rosa dear. People here hate us. Why? What have I done to them? But enough about that. Soldier, you may leave.
But His Excellency Ambassador Var Atra said that...
And this excellency is telling you otherwise. Do you not recognize him? This is Geralt of Rivia, the best swordsman the North has ever seen. I'm safe with him. Now march off, quickly. Left, right, left, right. Finally.
Convincing girl.
Let's go, Geralt. I've something I wish to show you.
We were supposed to train, not go for a walk.
I know, Geralt. Now stop harping on about it and let's go.
Ah, humans, humans.
I doubt that's gonna be fencing lessons after all. Where's she going?
There must be order.
Winds howling.
Here. You see, I thought that instead of training in a dank old cellar, we'd move around in the open air. A duel on a bridge, like in the novels. Now draw your sword.
Only got my steel and silver swords. We should be fighting with practice weapons.
We should, but you of all people ought to know. There's much more fun in doing things you shouldn't.
Listen, I'd really rather not hurt you.
Stop patronizing me, or you'll be the one to get hurt. Now on guard. You're quick.
I'll just punch her.
Damn. Not good.
Ow.
Ow! Ow! Stop! I yield.
You alright?
I just
Yes.
punched her.
The only thing you've really hurt is my pride.
By the way, how'd you get interested in fencing?
I was bored. I've no friends here. Papa keeps me on a short lead. It's banquet after banquet after banquet. I detest banquets.
Boring conversations, terrible food, and weak booze.
Exactly. At least with a sword in hand, I can have some fun. You know, blow off steam.
Alright, what's next?
We should return. Just forgive me, Geralt. I know this might sound awkward, but would you mind turning around for a moment? My corset's shifted. It's pinching me terribly.
I can understand a woman wanting to look pretty, but fighting in a corset, it slows you. Rosa? Shit, she ran off. Anything happens to her, Var Atra will kill me. Need to find her. Can't be far.
Looks like she walked towards a tavern there.
Me and my friend could join you. Tell you a jest or two.
A gallant gesture, but I must refuse.
Oi, Cope, you heard her speak? Our lasses don't talk like that.
Aye, but Nilfgaardian ones do. Come to the wrong tavern, birdie. Black ones aren't welcome here.
Why are your eyes so strange?
Filthy hands off me, you wretch!
Far from home, aren't you, sweetie? And there's no telling if you'll ever get back.
She's Ambassador Var Atra's daughter. She's got diplomatic immunity.
I don't really understand the shite you're saying. Now it's clear you love your black ones.
It's no surprise, Lucas. Witches are drawn to monsters, just the way things are. But this beastie, we'll tend to her ourselves.
I believe you've offended the young lady. Now apologize, as nicely as you can.
Forgive me, milady. I am sorry.
Your turn. Be nice like your friend. Bow low, and go be a patriot somewhere else.
Lucas and Kobe. I shall remember those names. And when the Emperor takes Novigrad, I will find them and have them pay.
Easy. Didn't hurt you in the end.
They raised their hand against me. That's enough to have that hand lopped off.
Lesson's over. Remember what you've learned today. Looks like you'll be using that sword often.
It's beyond me, Geralt. I don't understand you. Why concern yourself with the fate of two drunkards? The world would be a better place without...
You should go home now. And take the shortest, not the scenic route.
I understand. Farewell, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Alright, guess that's done. Any other side quests we have here? No. No other side quests available, so... Consult with Sultan would be our next main quest. We've at about 1 PM already, so I think I'm gonna call it a day here. Gonna go into the city and then we'll take off for now. Maybe we get interrupted by some sort of quest on the way.
Beaver bugger me. No loitering round.
Wait, why is it telling me to go this way? Oh, okay. Guess the Hierarch Square is over there.
Mister, why are your eyes so strange?
Guess we go that way then. Which Hundus? Alright, I'm gonna end it here for today. I thank you all so much for watching and hopefully see you next time around. Tomorrow morning we will continue with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt in about an hour. I will be online with World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, ICC. German. And yeah. Until then, once again, thank you all so much for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.